Alrighty guys, welcome back, episode 5. Wanted to go over some things. First of all, I want to reboot, revive the vlog series. I could just continue uploading, which is what I'll do, but like, I want to kind of like number the episodes, like I'm doing with the podcasts, and we'll just keep on going from there. So excited for that. Obviously the podcasts are going to be, well, they're both going to be supplemental to each other. The vlogs do tend to get more views because unless you're Joe Rogan or something as a podcaster, or Chris Williamson, or Jocko Willink, or whatever, then it's it's good to show you guys and tell you guys what's behind the scenes, right, as far as these podcasts. I like the David Goggins quote, you got to find out who you are and tell the doubters and the naysayers to go fuck themselves. So that's essentially what we've done. I mean, it's day 290 of freedom and post-liberation here. The only thing I need to dial in, really, other than rebooting the vlogs, we're going to start filming and all that, is the gym. So we're going to start up with our, probably, I don't know, I was going to say 10,000 steps a day, which equates to about 5 miles. So I definitely notice a difference in energy levels and just everything, really. I've been upping my water intake for a while now. This isn't like a recent thing, but I'll get these gallon jugs, or, if I go to the gas station, I'll get ice water, whatever. So also I fixed the vacuum leak in my truck, I think. Pretty sure I fixed it. I put in the new check valve. I threw away the old part, put in the new one, and it seems to be working. I might still have a leak somewhere in the vacuum lines. Obviously, again, this is on the HVAC side, not the engine side. Engine-wise, it runs great. I just got to wire in that third brake light and install my passenger side window motor and regulator. I installed the driver's side one about two and a half years ago. And I installed my own switch because I wasn't going to deal with the Ford factory wiring. I basically disconnected the battery, this was earlier this year, and cut all of that wiring out of there. And the DIY, the double throw switch, so you can roll the window up and down, as opposed to just a toggle switch where it's like a light bar, which is on and off, because you got to reverse the polarity of the motor to roll it up or down. That switch was actually cheaper than what it would have been from Ford. And I was chasing down that wiring issue for a while, and I'm like, screw this, you can just bypass it, really. I mean, makes life easier. As far as the check valve, it took a little bit to build vacuum, but I think that's normal. So, and I already had this on order, and it'll be here tomorrow, but it's the vacuum reservoir, which goes right behind the battery tray on my truck, right to the side of it there, the passenger side fender. Relatively easy to get to, kinda. Probably just got to move the battery tray. If I remove the passenger fender, I could do that as well, the fender liner. So might do that. That's another way you can. I'll probably do that anyway, just to double check my vacuum lines there. But it seems to be holding pressure for the most part. But I'm still gonna install that part because I already ordered it. And both those parts together were around $50. The reservoir was like 36. I didn't even bother with going to the parts store. I just ordered it off Amazon. But I go to the parts store a lot. Other than that, again, third brake light and motor. The passenger side motor and regulator came as one unit. So we'll be installing those. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do on that truck. I already installed the new speakers. We got the camper shell, of course. We're going to build stuff out. That's modular. If I get another truck, 6.5 foot bed, then I should be relatively good to go as far as just moving everything over down the road. I'm going to keep this truck for a while, especially because it's an older truck, and I know how to work on it for the most part, learning more and more. Got the repair manual and everything, so I do have a list of stuff I need to do to it. I put the LED lights, so we upgraded the gauge cluster lights. Again, I can go over all this in a vlog to actually showcase it to you guys, but for now, I'm talking about it here on the podcast. But the the climate control HVAC unit there was 2 LEDs. Well, there is now. Before there was like super dim bulbs. So I got those 6000K ultra white light. I remember on my old car I did red ones, which was okay at the time, but I like the white bluish color that's super bright compared to what it was before. It's a night and day difference. I believe the instrument cluster, gauge cluster, was like 5 LEDs or so. I think I bought a 10-pack on Amazon, so and it was just like 4 bolts to remove it. So yeah. Other than that, yeah, truck is running as well as it can be, I guess, for being almost 30 years old. The Honda here is running okay. We're working on it, but we're kind of just putting in the bare minimum to the Honda. You know, oil changes, bought a new headlight for it, the cheapest one they had. I didn't go LED, obviously, like on my truck. I even got brighter lights on my van, but the Honda's the last on our priority list for obvious reasons. Not as versatile, you know, compared to the van and the truck. We can actually go camping in those and stuff. So here I'm kind of tall, so I know some people who do car camp in a vehicle, in a sedan, they remove the passenger seat and all that, but I'd still be too tall for sure. But this is just a beater car. Put the miles on it, 257K, while we you know, work and save money and everything. And of course the girlfriend's got her Chevy Impala. But yeah, man, I know the last podcast was a little longer. I don't really have a set length for these. I just kind of turn on the camera and tell you guys my thoughts. And again, I want to reboot the vlog and you know, showcase what's going on in life. And I'll probably start out with just using my phone to record. I do have several editing apps. I have Filmora, which was like it's not a monthly subscription. It was like a one-time fee, which I bought it like a couple years ago. Pixel Lab, Canva, you know, for thumbnails. You know, just various. I know some people use Adobe Premiere Pro, but that's a monthly thing, and that works a lot better on computer or laptop. so does DaVinci Resolve. It's another one, but it just depends how much in depth you want to go as far as the editing and stuff. I kind of like to do minimal editing, especially for these podcasts, but as far as like for vlogs, yeah, we'll do a little bit more editing and stuff, and you know, make them, you know, do the cinematography and stuff, and try to, we're working on growing the channel, right? And obviously you guys help out with that by viewing the videos and tuning in and everything, and appreciate that and the donations so far, and all that stuff, which again are in the description box below. But yeah, trying to think what else. Work's going good. If anything changes there, I will update you guys, of course. And yeah, probably gonna go see the great uncle at some point. I know his neighbor was mowing his lawn. So he has this super old lawnmower, and I don't know exactly how old, but it's loud, and he wants to get a new one at some point. He doesn't want to get a new one until this one quits. It's kind of like Ralph, my great uncle. He has a well, first of all, the guy that has the lawnmower, he wants to get a electric one because they're quieter and everything. But as far as, so my great uncle has a 2007 Panasonic TV, and he wants to get well, eventually get a new one. And you know, it's it's an 07, so it's almost 20 years old. It has like a small line on the side of it, but other than that, it's going pretty well. The TV, he doesn't have internet. You know, I told him multiple times, again, this guy's 76 years old, but like, he had a Fire Stick and he gave it away. Like, I have it's an 07, so it's obviously not a smart TV, but man, I mean, he just watches DirecTV and cable. It's like, I know a lot of people don't even pay for cable these days. You know, we're in 2025. They use a smart TV or Roku, or I think Fire TV is better than Roku in my opinion, because you can still access the Roku channel, and I think the Fire TV has a better interface, and it's just better overall. I mean, Roku's good too. It's all right. And I think Google TV is another one, and of course Apple. But and then of course if there's any built-in UIs, user interfaces for any other ones. But yeah, eventually as we get the van built out, I might get like a smaller TV. Right now I actually have a portable monitor right now that's works pretty well, except with the Fire Stick, it's an HDMI, and you have to have a mini HDMI adapter, which I do. But the first one I had, it bent. It's ridiculous how thin those are. It's like, I get it, mini HDMI, because it's a portable monitor, so full HDMI, you gotta make it thicker or whatever. But it's like, you know, I'll probably buy, I think the ones I bought came in a 2-pack, so I'll buy 2 more HDMI minis just so they, you know, just so I have a backup in case whatever. But like, you know, I do have a mobile hotspot on my phone, so that's how I run it off of that to my Fire Stick. I need to get or use my tripod, I should say. This thing keeps falling. Good news is the Fire Stick has Bluetooth, so we're able to connect it to a portable monitor. If you guys are wondering why I'm outside of Sonic, it's kind of a chill place because there's a little bit of lighting for you, like, you know, like not a lot. I guess I could even run it without the light, but yeah, there's lighting compared to like if I go to the park, there's like no lights, and it's like, you know, hard for you guys to see. So anyway, beyond that, again, day 290 of freedom and post-liberation. So the girlfriend and I are continuing to work, to grind, to save money, and to get ahead in life. That's the name of the game. That's what it's all about. One day at a time, right? It's like this job. Been at it almost 3 months, and hey, if anything happens, I know I can get a job of equal or better pay easily, like that. But they know I enjoy the job and that I am good at it, and there's a learning curve, obviously. So the first couple weeks or so, I was trying to get into the groove of everything and find my routine, you know, for the first month or so. And again, we're almost 3 months into it, and it's pretty laid back. It's simple. It's caregiving, like I was saying in a previous podcast, and yeah, I mean, not bad. So with that said, kind of running out of things to talk about for now. I will see you guys in the next one. Appreciate you guys tuning in. It is, what time is it? I still got to charge my watch. I have a Garmin, and it's like I use it as a proprietary adapter, but I did buy a proprietary charger, and I bought an adapter that goes from the Garmin style to USB-C. I don't know if Garmin's going to switch to USB-C like Apple did with the iPhone. Maybe. Other than that, I don't know. I mean, I went over everything I wanted to for now, and we'll be back again with another one. So thanks for watching. If you would like to subscribe if you're new, I'd really appreciate that. Donate to the channel. We'll have some more vlogs coming up real soon. I'll showcase the van and truck build, and yeah, hopefully take it on some adventures. That's why we're slowly, you know, building up and working on the truck and everything, and getting it up to speed, which at this point it pretty much is for the most part, and so is the van. So that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Keep on trucking.